Hi everybody, it's Richard here again and welcome to another video. Now this is kind of a follow-up to the ABBA video I did where I showed all their albums in deluxe CD versions, and this time it's going to be the 4 Tyrannosaurus Rex albums which were originally released on Regal Zonophone and the 2 T-Rex albums which were released on Fly. Now, I'm not really going to go any further than that because I don't have the deluxe versions of the EMI albums apart from one set which is like a super deluxe version, which I will show at the end. But I'll also show you the reason why I haven't gone any further. Another thing I'm going to actually show today is I'm going to wear my glasses because I cannot read these CDs whatsoever. So we'll start off with Tyrannosaurus Rex. And the first one up is the My People Were Fair and Had Sky in Their Hair, but Now They're Content to Wear Stars in Their Brows album. And this is now a 2 CD set, and it's beautifully done. And I love the way the CDs sort of mock the Regal Zonophone albums. Now, I don't even have the Regal Zonophone albums on vinyl. I've got reissues obviously, but not the Regal Zonophone. And this actually comes with another really nice booklet. So there's the album cover, and what a cover. That was drawn by George Underwood, one of Bowie's best friends, that smacked him in the eye over a girl, which left him with that funny eye that he had throughout his life. George Underwood also did the cover of Futuristic Dragon, one of the worst T-Rex covers. But yeah, a really nice booklet with lots of different pictures, lots of actually rare pictures, a lot that I haven't seen before. And yeah, this is the best way to get this album. It really is. On CD, obviously, the original is probably the best. So to get the glasses on, we'll have a look at the track list. Well, disc 1 actually has the full album plus another 12 bonus tracks with some rare things like Highways, Pictures of Purple People, and just different versions of the songs in the album. Deborah's also on this. Disc 2, you just get alternate versions with an interview with Marc at the very end. The track Lunacy's Back is also on this, as is Puckish Pan, which is, I think it actually got onto the 21st Century Superstar box set, a different version of Highways, and another Marc Bolan interview about Dwarfish Trumpet Blues. So yeah, a really nice set, and well worth having if you're a T-Rex fan. Now these Tyrannosaurus Rex albums are different to T-Rex, and whenever I first bought that album, I bought it as a double pack with Prophet, Seers and Sages, and I thought it was shockingly bad, but I stuck with it and I got to love it. So it is, so it just takes time. Now the second album up is Prophet, Seers and Sages, The Angels of the Ages, and you'll see all these have got the deluxe sticker on them. They don't have the slipcase, so that these came after all the slipcases ran out, which is a shame, but at least they're all the same. And again, is really well done. Same again with the discs, and this time the booklet here is also every bit as good. So we have the booklet, which is the album cover, and again some really nice photographs. I think the lyrics are in here as well. Yeah, they are. So another really good set. Now this one, this has how many bonus tracks on it? This has another 12 bonus tracks on it, with tracks like Nickelodeon, which wasn't released. You get Juniper Suction with an interview, Top Gear Jingle. Consuela is probably my favourite Tyrannosaurus Rex song. On side 2, again, you get loads of unreleased material, which is basically different versions and different takes and so forth. There's not Nickelodeon's on this as well, and you get the 1-inch rock single. You get Deborah Take Two, The Friends, again that's just a track from the original album. You get Scenescoff Dynasty takes 3 and 4, which I think take 1 or whichever take it was that got on the original album is bad enough. But yeah, another fantastic album. Both that and the debut were from 1968. 1969 and the third Tyrannosaurus Rex album is Unicorn, and I think that the music itself has expanded a little bit. Yes, it is still very acoustic, yes there's plenty of bongos, but there's other little different types of instruments in here as well. I think the Prophet Seers album is probably the most basic, but I think the My People is the one that's least produced. This one I think is the more produced album. And as you can see, there's a picture with Marc with an electric guitar. Again, it follows exactly the same, which is good. I do like these releases to match up, and we get again the booklet. So it's the same, loads of different pictures. And this is the last album that featured Steve Took. He was replaced by Mickey Finn. He actually went to Marc and said he would like some of his songs to feature in the next album, and that was the biggest mistake he ever made, because Marc was having none of it. So on here, this is even hard to read with the glasses on. You get 12 bonus tracks in CD1. You get the single Pewter Shooter, which was a massive flop. You get some songs here that were never on the albums, like Demon Queen, which came out on an EP in 1978 called Bolan's Best Plus One. You have Ill Starred Man, Blessed White Apple Girl, which got on to the Best of T-Rex, the one that looks like Hot Space. Once Upon the Seas of Abyssinia is on this as well. And then on the second side you get again a different version of Pewter Shooter, Chariots of Silk, and just various different outtakes. Kings of Rumbling Spires is on this as well. It's on side 1 too. So lots of different versions, and there's 26 tracks on side 2. This is the best so far of the Tyrannosaurus Rex albums. Arguably it is their best overall, but it could well be their 4th album, which is A Beard of Stars. And again, it's the same format, although the discs are slightly different. I don't know if that replicates the Beard of Stars original, but it's all very black and white, this album, in colours. And yeah, another great little booklet, and you do get lots of little pics and so forth, and lots of information. So yeah, A Beard of Stars, another cracking album. And what's on this one? Well, this time you get 6 bonus tracks on disc 1. You get the single B-side Find a Little Wood, which was the B-side of By the Light of a Magical Moon, and you just get different other versions, well actually recorded from BBC's Top Gear programme. And yet again on disc 2 is a list of different versions of the songs. There's one here called Black Cat Sitting on My Shoulder, which I think is taken from Dragon's Ear, which is on the original album. You get 2 versions of that. Lofty Skies, possibly the second best Tyrannosaurus Rex song in my book. So yeah, Beard of Stars, it and Unicorn are the best 2. I'm not too sure which one I prefer, but another excellent album. So the 5th one, we now get the Truncated T-Rex from 1970. And this is the album that featured Ride a White Swan in America, but not in the UK. It follows the same sort of design, and it's a very yellowy browny throughout, as you can see. And it too has a really nice booklet. If you don't like yellow or brown, you won't like the booklet at all. But yeah, really good pictures. And this is the one that really Marc was starting to find success. It was really the Ride a White Swan single. And the tracks off this, you get an extra 6 tracks as bonus tracks. You do get the Ride a White Swan single, although you get the intro to it. I think it's Tony Visconti that introduces it, which is obviously not on the actual single release. Summertime Blues, Dual, Radio 1 Top Gear session. Then you get the Woodland Bop medley, which is Woodland Bop, Consuela, King of the Mountain Cometh, and Woodland Bop. Built-in walk backing track, Summertime Blues, Radio 1 session. And then on site, disc 2, you get Children of the Rarn Suite, which was a project Marc was working on and never actually finished it. He went back to it, I think, for a while in '74 and still never finished it. And then you get lots of different home demos, alternate takes, electric demos, and so forth. Another really, really good album, a beautiful album actually. And lastly, Electric Warrior. Now I don't have the Super Deluxe version, this is only the deluxe version. And with this one here, you get four extra tracks. You have There's a Time Raw Ramp as one track, which I'm glad. In the American version it's split into 2 tracks, but I'm glad it's just as one. Hot Love, Woodland Rock, and The King of the Mountain Cometh. And then disc 2 is demos and outtakes, various home demos, studio outtakes, working versions, single vocal mixes, etc. And again, done exactly the same way. And the booklet for it is very nice as well. And this was his really big breakthrough album. This was massive. #1 album in the UK, one of the best selling albums of 1971. I think it's also one of the best selling albums in 1972 as well. So Electric Warrior with 2 huge hits, Get It On and Jeepster, but there's a lot more to it than those 2 songs. Mambo Sun probably being my favourite track off the album. Now, he then went on to EMI, and they have released deluxe versions of their albums. But what they did before that was they released the album with a couple of extra tracks, and then they released the alternate version of the album. Then decided to put the 2 of them together to make a deluxe version, which is why I never bought them, because I bought each of the alternates as well as the original albums. So there's the slider, and you get a couple of bonus tracks on it, like, can I read this? I shouldn't have to. Cadillac, Thunderwing and Lady. And then you get an alternate version of the album as well. Now, one thing I will say, the alternate version of Buick McCain in this isn't Buick McCain. It's still called Buick McCain, but it's a completely different song. And I think it was called Buick McCain and the Bay of Shadow when it was first released in the early 80s. But put those 2 together, you've got the deluxe version of the slider, and it's the same with all the other albums. However, the bonus I am going to show, and this is a deluxe version, and it's Tanks and Zinc Alloy and the Hidden Riders of Tomorrow. And this is remixed by Tony Visconti, and I bought this when it came out. In fact, just after it was announced it was coming out, I got lucky. I didn't know it was coming out, and I thought, oh, I'll get this. And I'm glad I did, because the first 250 people to get this got a free single, which is the Groover and Solid Gold Easy Action, and it's on a red and black vinyl. I've never played it, so it's still mint, and this goes for silly money now, just this. But I bought this, and this has 4 discs and a DVD with different performances. Disc 1 is Tanks, the 2014 remaster. Disc 2 is various demos and outtakes from Tanks, And it's basically the same with this 3 Zinc Alloy, the 24 remaster, and I will say remaster, I really wish it had been remixed. And then disc 4 is the various outtakes. Now the remastering is done by Tony Visconti, and if you have a look, there's 3 of the discs there and 2 of the discs there, and again you get loads of really good information and pictures. But the beauty of this is, if you were, as I say, one of the first 250 people to order this, you got your name printed, and I'm not too sure whether my name is in the front or it's in the back. It's in the back. So my name is, I promise you, somewhere there. I must have another look at some of the other names to see if I recognise any of the big T-Rex fans. But yeah, delighted to have this, and this set itself goes for quite a bit now, but nothing compared to the 7-inch single. So that's my look through the deluxe versions of the Tyrannosaurus Rex T-Rex Regal Zonophone Fly singles. I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope to have another video quite soon. All the best now. Bye bye.